off season, guys, the time of year when the bikers stop biking. Some bikers may even choose to spend their off season scouring the internet for the best deals on Domino's Super Pizza Week that they can possibly find, and they accept the fact that their face will become so rounded they will be practically unrecognizable by their loyal YouTube viewers. Or some bikers might decide to spend their off-season in a more healthy way, perhaps with family, perhaps go on a little vacation, forget about the cycling season, and recharge their batteries for the coming season. For professional riders, an off-season time is a must, absolutely without doubt, guys. But what about for those amateur riders? Is taking a 3 or 4 week time, sitting on the couch, getting a rounded face like your boy Dr. Keegan, is that the quickest route to Gainesville to get you to the best shape for your coming season of racing? Today, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into off-season. Should you do it as an amateur rider? How to do it? What are some things that we need to keep in mind? How to know whether you should do it, should not do it? We're going to go into all that and more, guys. So stay with me. We're going to do a little deep dive off season. So for those who have not heard this term, guys, an off season typically refers to the rest period that a lot of athletes, cycling and other sports as well, every athlete, even soccer players, etc., they take an off season, a rest where they have no training, they have no anything to do, total disconnection, and it helps them recharge their body and their mind for the coming season. Everyone has a different set of circumstances, and we need to analyze our situation to know whether we need to take more of a forced rest, have a bit more leeway. And guys, we're going to go through a little checklist. It's 3 steps, guys. Step number 1 in my off-season checklist: biking hatred levels. Do you look at your bike and say, oh, mamma mia, I do not want to put my leg over that bike at all? That, guys, is a big, big sign. We need to listen to that intuition that's telling us, I've kind of lost a bit of that fire, a bit of that hunger, that joy for riding my bike. A massive, massive sign, and kind of a hidden sign that can sometimes tell us that, we might be a little bit more fatigued than we actually feel. Maybe you go out on the bike and you feel fine, but you gotta listen to that gut, guys. If you are not enjoying what 8 months ago, 6 months ago, 4 months ago, you were having so much fun, big sign, we need to take a bit of a time off the bike, gain that hunger back. A week, whatever. We're going to go into that in a bit. Number 2, guys, assessment of the last few months performance-wise. Have you really been just dragging a bit? I'm not talking that you go on the bike and you're barely able to pedal because you're so fatigued, but simply, have you been feeling like maybe something is not right, okay? Again, it doesn't mean that you're 50% off your best power numbers, but maybe you're just having a bit more time, a few more days here and there where you don't feel great. You're just kind of dragging. Maybe you're not hitting your best power numbers, or your performances aren't the best. It's kind of been a bit of a downward trend these last few months. Okay, that is obviously that's going to be a big sign that we need to take a bit of a reset, guys. Number 3 is assessment of when your coming race goals are. If you're in October and you're doing a Grand Fondo next October, you could probably chill out a bit more with no stress, guys. Like I say, taking a week off the bike, guys, for most amateurs is going to be more than enough to completely freshen up physically and mentally. Even for these pro riders, in my opinion, taking a full week off of exercise, that's a lot of time, and that can really allow our body to really freshen up. Unless you're totally in a massive hole, I would say a week off is probably pretty solid when we're talking about physically freshening up and getting rid of any kind of dragging fatigue. Like I say, in my general opinion, I like to have all of my athletes at one point of the year, normally around the fall, right now, October, November-ish, take a week off the bike. Literally, it's just a good way to maintain that mental freshness, to maintain that hunger, to make sure that we're not just dragging any extra fatigue throughout the year. And oftentimes, a lot of people come out of that off-season and they say, wow, shit, like, again, kind of that remembrance of like, wow, this is what it feels like to feel fresh and be able to go out and really kind of jam that minute power. That is a sensation that oftentimes throughout the season we can kind of forget because, again, you don't have to be in a body bag, unable to put your leg over the bike to be dragging a little bit of this extra fatigue. It's something that we often just forget what it feels like to be fatigued. So taking that first week off the bike is a great way to just give us that reminder, oh shit, being fresh actually feels really good, you know? So how am I currently doing my off season? I've actually changed my approach to taking my off season quite dramatically. When I was younger in my career, I freaking dreaded my off season. I would force myself to take about 4 weeks, literally, really forcing myself to rest. I'd allow myself to go out for a hike, a day or two a week, maybe a short ride, but I try to totally force myself to rest. And I am like a freaking hamster. I love exercising absolutely more than anything. Makes me feel better mentally, physically, everything. So I dreaded that, okay? I dreaded it. And then you'd come back and you'd be out of shape and it would take you a month and a half to really feel like a bike rider again. Now my approach is a little different, guys. What my current approach is, the off season, we do need to rest. I've done my hard work. I've raced all year. I've trained really hard. What I want to do now with my current approach is give my body a time where I take it off the edge, okay? What is the edge, guys? The edge is going to be the edge of the cliff, okay? When we are training, doesn't matter where we are level-wise, who we are, if we're an amateur or pro, we are all training. We are closer to the edge than if we weren't training, guys. Meaning, for me, a pro rider, when I put my body on the edge, that might mean I'm doing a 30-hour, 32-hour week like I did in my last video where I really pushed my body close to that edge, guys. Now, if you're a full-time worker, you got 4 girlfriends and you got 2 wives and you're working in the coal mine 8 nights a week, your edge might be something like, you're doing 2 or 3 1-hour rides per week, guys. Any more than that might push you over the edge. So, off season, take your body completely away from the edge. That doesn't mean we need to sit on the couch for 4 weeks and do nothing. But I want to be really aware of never pushing my body, okay? If I get up one day and I say, don't really want to bike today. I feel a little bit tired. Don't even dare put your leg over the bike. Don't even contemplate that idea, guys. If you want to go out and do a little ride, probably not a good idea to start smashing some KOMs. That's going to put our body closer to this edge. Chill out for your off season. Really be gentle on your body. Get as far away from this edge as we can. I'm a massive believer in the simple idea of doing low intensity aerobic exercise, not for sports performance, but for general health. I feel like as human beings, we all need to do more of that, and it's going to help with longevity, etc. Make you feel better, make you more healthy. That is a positive thing. Low intensity, easy aerobic exercise, guys. That doesn't mean we're going out and we're banging KOMs with our homies. This is probably the time of year when we need to maybe go away from that a little bit. Allow our body to really rest. We can still go out, go get some fresh air. We love exercising, most of us. So that is my new approach, guys. And I feel like it's going to make me enjoy my life a bit more, okay? I haven't done any grand tours this year. Yes, I've pushed my body hard. So I'm going to take myself away from that edge, really be gentle with my body for a good 3-4 weeks, you know? Never push it. I'm not doing anything stupid. And besides running, which I did a few running times, and I think I might have a fucking stress fracture in my foot. Not even joking. Anyway, that's another story. Point is, guys, gentle on the body during this time. Let ourselves absorb that work, chill out. If you don't want to ride, run, whatever that day, knock yourself out. Sit on the couch. This is the time of year to do whatever the hell you want, basically. Look at this. Salga de la polla. Tips for off season. Now, what can we do during our off season that is actually going to help us next year? Well, this is one that a lot of people forget, guys. If we're doing our weight work, our gym work, our strength maintenance work all year round, because obviously that is a massive way that we can improve our performance, reduce injury risk, etc. And then all of a sudden we take our off season when you do jack shit for 6 weeks. Bad idea, guys. Doing a gym session once a week doesn't take much time. And if we can help maintain that strength, not only are we going to give ourselves a little bit of a head start when we start our gym training next year, preparing the coming season, but we're not going to lose all of that fitness and that strength gain that we've worked on throughout the entire season or multiple years before, guys. Taking 6 weeks off of doing that stuff is definitely not going to be in our interest. So, good thing to do, Once a week, bang out a little bit of that strength work. It takes 20, 30 minutes max, okay? That is something that we can do that's going to, just help us, like I say, head start next year. Just as healthy. Get in the gym, do some different stuff. Bone density for those bikers. Massive, massive thing. Don't forget it, okay? It's a quick, easy thing. Just do it. Second little tip, guys. A lot of endurance athletes, guys, including myself, we know that we're working in a sport where weight matters. And yeah, we probably are spending the majority of the season controlling our food a bit more than some people would argue would be healthy. So we want to have a little bit of a time where we're letting loose. We're smashing the junk food, maybe those prohibited foods that we're trying to avoid throughout the year so that we can perform at our best level. Best way to do it, guys, those few days where you do go out and you do a little ride during this off season, a little nice hike with your girlfriend or whatever, those are the days. Go nuts, go nuts. Try, obviously, this is very obvious and everyone's going to know this, but just a reminder, try to avoid going on a massive Domino's pizza bender on a day where you're sitting on the couch watching Netflix. That's how we're going to gain 15 pounds during our off season. But if we go out and we do a big hike, knock yourself out, go nuts with the junk food, enjoy it, no guilt. And yeah, that way you can hopefully not gain 20 kilos in your off season like I do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm only getting a few. But so guys, those are my little few tips for off seasoning. I hope that can help a few people clear up some doubts, etc. Why are these people taking an off season? What are they doing, etc.? And whether you need to do it as well, guys. So I appreciate the watch. Let me know if you enjoy the video. Any likes, any comments, guys. I love interacting with you guys. Having a blast coaching people, guys. I do have a couple more slots that I might be able to open up. So if anyone has any interest of having me as their coach, send me an email. I'll leave the email right here. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. It's my off season right now, so I'm going to be pretty bored, and I'm going to try and make some good videos, eh? Back in Spain, I had a couple weeks in the United States, and yep, we're resting up, doing some little biking, doing some crazy shit to my bike fit. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll get into that in another video. Thanks, guys. Peace out.